This is the worst day. The very worst day I've ever... Oh, strawberry tart. Ew. Is that cranberry? Gods, what did I ever do to deserve this? And a glowing hello to you too, Cupcake. Stop answering that. Stop that. Stop. Shh. As I was saying, I'm doing terribly and getting worse. I need quality pastries, toot sweet. Nay, perish the thought. This is not a scheme for your mediocre sweets. I am wilting, ending my entire life, soon to be naught but a beloved memory. Yes, that's something of an exaggeration, but... Begone, foul Hex! Do not mince my words! Ignore that. I'm glad you asked, but first... Crumpets. Dispense with such demanded pleasantries, knave. A wizard of my caliber needs payment for yarn spinning, and I am generously lowering the price to only a single soul's adoration, and those fluffy crumpets you make. Fine. Crumpets, please. Post-haste. Yes, and get right to it, while I regale you with the tale of woe that will soon consume me. I, dear simple baker, have befallen upon a hex most sinister. No jump aheads. To understand the scope of my downfall, you must be regaled by the complete story. Well, must is something of a strong phrasing, but I refuse to jump to the end, so... it's back! Ignore that again. This morning, very early morning, you know I like to be up at the witching hour. I sat in my tower and scoured through my tomes for... I know it's not a tower. Do you truly think I need a baker to remind me of that whenever and always I happen to mention it? You're almost as bad as the Hex. Anyway, I was reading up on the deep lore of the infernal planes, and keeping in mind a few essential spell brews for summoning purposes, and that looks like too much salt to put in. Now, Cupcake, no need to get defensive. We wouldn't want to ruin this batch of crumpets, and I think I know a thing or two about mixing conglomerations to... I really don't know the first thing about baking, but the last batch you baked was a little salty, and I'm worried you'll... No! Silence, Hex! They were fine, don't worry about it. As I was saying... The tomes, ancient and evil things. Anyone could fall for their thick-veiled traps and curses. What? No, not me. What do you think I am, an amateur? I'm just pointing out, for dramatic effect, I conquered them easily and impressively, as I do with all things, and then moved on to the rituals. Yes, quite. In my well-earned supreme confidence, I took no effort in the precautions to summon the pact-making demons whom I took a lot of precautions because I didn't want any of them getting out into town. Also, they weren't pact-makers technically. They were mostly... Silencio! Shush! The point is... The demons I summoned were wily, but I faced them head-on, beating back verbal tricks, quick casts, and attempted cart warranty readings until I was fatigued by the hordes. Will you stop guessing where the hex comes in and get the crumpets into the oven? It's not coming for a while longer, so just sit tight. Now, as I was continuing before I was so rudely interrupted, Baker, once I realised I was tiring, I, of course, closed the gate and shut out the hordes as not to fall victim to their fiendish wills. Then came my reinvigoration. Yes, my stroll. Oh, how I love my strolls. Always able to cheer me up, no matter how exhausting the time before. I put on my best hat and walked the streets of the town, doing good deeds and spectacles as I went. Quite in character for myself, I was looking to push the envelope, so to speak, with my magical championing. No, not... Yeah, showboating is pretty accurate. And it's not like I'm ever pulling out all the stops, but, flashier stuff at least. That's really starting to get annoying. By the time I was in the town square, I decided on a finale I've not done in some time, casting a magical duplicate and dueling it for the adoring crowds to watch. Thank you very much for not foolishly guessing that was when I had accrued the hex, Cupcake. I left the pause on purpose to test you, and you passed. Very true, I would never lose a duel with myself. I brought my double down in a dazzle of fireworks and left the scene with a pep in my step. That was the beginning of the end, though. The perfect storm brewing. It was fate, then, that I would... Ooh, they're done? Perfect, gimme! What? Come on, that's pretty much the whole story. I got the hex, 2 minutes later, and it's... Details aren't important. Crumpets are important. Give! Well, I'm not even sure I want to tell you any more, Bake. It was at the boutique. I had spoken plenty enough out of you, Hex! No, Crumpets first. I need... It was me. Me and Carmilla, but mostly me. But she caused it. I just... Shush! That's gotta be enough details for a Crumpet. Give. Thank you. Don't get a big head there. Glorious. Not the best you've ever made, but top 10. That seems to be becoming more frequent. Very well, Cupcake, as and only because you have served me so well, present Crumpets included, you may hazard your guess as to the nature of my curse. No, it's much more than... That's exactly right. I'm being compelled to express my true feelings, and even that is quite enough out of you. Yeah. Okay. Maybe that's close. Getting back to my story, and another Crumpet. Okay, so basically... After that Carmilla stuff, What's it matter? She managed to get a hex through. What is something odd about that? I had a very long day, and that's not true. I was the one who cast the hex. I accidentally said much more than I intended right now, as a result of the hex whose original caster is irrelevant. Do not pry for gossip, Cupcake. It's unbecoming. Only because I suspect the hex will bash it out of me otherwise, I indeed cast the hex, and for a very noble reason. I had dropped by the boutique to receive my custom order cape, and while trying it on, Carmilla, The sandalwood snob said it was garish. Garish! My cape! Can you believe that? Yes, I know! And what does she know about cape decor? She over-relies on her jewellery selections anyway. So, since I knew she was full of it, and I knew she knew that, I went to sling a harmless hex between friends to force a confession of the masterstroke nature of my cape. But she, well, I'm not even really sure. Maybe she just wanted to get a closer look at the stupid gems in the shoes she had on. But she bent down right as I cast the spell. Well, normally I'd move on and recast, but the spell didn't just miss and fizzle out. It refracted and focused in the ruby on her awful little tiara, then out of a few mirrors and a really shiny belt buckle, and then squarely into me. Completely jumbled into this mess instead of a compulsion to confess to cape calumny. No, that would have been the next part of the story, but somewhere in all that mirror bouncing, the hex managed to evolve something of a snag. I went to dispel it right away. It was meant to just get a single truth out of its victim after all. But when I said my cape was wonderful, it didn't stop. Even through all this talk and compelled truths, it still hasn't stopped. So it must be needing something more. And that's the issue. I haven't the foggiest. I'm a wizard, not a witch doctor. I simply thought I could leverage my sorrows into delicious crumpets. So I came here. That one didn't even wait for me to stretch the truth first. Pardon? Oh no, it's nothing to worry about. I'll find some way to dispel this so I'm scared. I'm so scared, Cupcake. I do really good magic. What if I can't find a way to reverse this? What if... Gods above, shut up! It's not that serious, just annoying. I wanted your help. I need your help. You always have such a different perspective on these things than me, Cupcake, and I'm desperate for you to give me some sort of answer so I can avoid... That is much more information than I intended to share. You, my hexy friend, have just earned yourself a mutinous spell. Shut up, Acadabra. Great, now I'm still talking, aren't I? Gods, I really got a firm grip on that hex, huh? Maybe I was more mad about the cape thing than I... Cupcake, please, I'm terrified. I'm trying to cover it up with humor and minor truths to suppress the hex, but I'm so scared I'll be stuck like this and tell you... I'm going to go ahead and take those last crumpets to go. You've been a wonderful audience, so I'll breeze out of your hair and... Cupcake? Help. Anything! Please, I'm listening. Firstly, that is positively asinine advice, and also, do not reply to things that the hex asks. It's not a real expression of me, just an increasingly frequent compulsion to... Don't listen to me, Cupcake! I think you're right. I need to stop resisting it, and I won't stop until you drag out what I'm hiding. Ask about what I'm hiding, Cupcake. It's nothing. It's nothing, and I'm leaving. Have a good night. Cupcake, kindly move away from the door. Cupcake, now. I can and will move you with magic. I won't do that if I feel you're being serious. I'd never do that. Stand your ground. Ignore that. Come on, Cupcake, that's not me. You can't possibly be telling me that a few outbursts are convincing you I have some big secret hidden away that's... It's about you! You didn't Hear that? No, that's quite enough. I do not care if I said that or if I believe that. Telling you anything of that nature is too high of a price to pay when I can simply dispel this with my cauldron and some effort at home. Yes, that is very much how I feel. So, if you would kindly get out of my way, I'll be... No, my crumpets! You are reprehensible, Baker. How can you hold these hostage? I'm distressed. It's not as though I'm going to cave for the price of crumpets. You ought to know better than that. And it seems the Hex, however annoying, isn't willing to openly reveal the secret itself. I suspect as an effort to force me into willful honesty. And so, toodaloo. Pardon? No, this isn't about... Yes, it is. It's about that night and so much more. Please, Cupcake, keep pushing. I'm certain this is what I need to break the Hex, and may even do the both of us some good if... Silence! I control you, voice, not the other way around. Don't you dare ask about that. Not a word, Cupcake. I'll not allow you to keep baiting the Hex into confessing things. I will not be doing that either. My secrets are my own. Have a good night. Yes, exactly, Cupcake. I'm so scared of the truth. I'm scared you won't like it, but you deserve to know, and I can't lie to you. I'm running away to avoid it because if you held my hands and looked me in the eyes, I couldn't keep denying that. Shut up! Cupcake, why are you holding my hands? No, that's slander. Or some other sort of lies. It's... Cupcake, I very much do not want to do this. Because the Hex is understating it. I'm not simply scared you won't like what I have to say. I'm scared it will tear us apart. The end of Cupcake and Earthquake as we know it. No, it's not bad. Just... don't worry about it and let go. It doesn't matter. Cupcake, ask me how I feel. Ignore that. No, you need to ignore that. No, Cupcake. I feel... I feel... Wow, it's just flat wall hard to lie now. I feel... Cupcake, Gods, have your eyes always been that... nice? I can't tell you, please. It'll ruin everything. No, you don't want to know. What do you mean you think you already do? Cupcake, I like to think I'm a little more complex than the average plebeian who, I'm sure you know. I've almost let it slip at times, and I know you're smart. I've just been telling myself you can't possibly see it, so I won't have to confront the hard truth. Ignore... Please, Cupcake, don't ask again. Or I might just tell you, you stubborn fool. I might tell you that I've always loved you. Yeah, there. How's it feel? Don't answer that. It doesn't matter. All that it does matter. I want to know how you feel about it, about me. I've always wanted to know, but I just couldn't bring myself to... I see the Hex still hasn't had its fill of truths. So I really ought to take my leave, Cupcake. What? I already spilled the dark secret, Cupcake. Clearly this Hex is never going to be satisfied. Oh, and you're the expert in... I'm just trying to belittle you to get you to shut up before you catch me. You're almost there, Cupcake, you get it. I'm still scared of blathering your ear off like, wow, gods. That's enough, Cupcake. We're done here. I am... You take that back! I am not scared to admit it. I am not scared of anything. And I already said it, so clearly I'm not worried about a little honesty. What? No, That's not it. I simply... Now you listen here, Cupcake. That couldn't be further from the... That's it, Cupcake, that's it! Ignore that. Yes, ignore, neglect, give it the cold shoulder, forget it. 'Cause it's nonsense. I'm the most honest person I know. I can always count on me to tell it like it is, especially when I'm giving my soliloquies to myself. And that's fully self-on-self honesty, so... You're, holding my hands again. Cupcake, I'd really like it if we could... Oh, you have something to say, do you? Of course, go ahead. I wasn't mid-sentence or anything. Why would you even ask something like that? I mean, come on, kiss me. What kind of request is... Well, to that I say... Yes, please. Thanks a lot there, Hex. Are you just the most elaborate wing... Cupcake... I already told you I am being honest. Why would I say it again? Once is enough, the damage is dealt, and... Yes, exactly. Saying it, thinking it even, is toxic, Cupcake. It can't be tolerated in a dynamic like ours. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm still scared. For good reason. Every passing second you get this look in your eye that's just getting bigger, and I think I've got good reason to worry about looks like that. Why? Why? Why not? Looks can be... meaningful. Cupcake, listen, we have been friends, good friends, for so long, and I don't want to ruin that with any other emotions. Yes, like that one. I can say it if I want to, I just don't want to. Why don't you say your true name to devils? Because it's dangerous. Because it's vulnerable. Because you can't take it back. Yeah, a little. If I could erase all this, which I could, by the way, I'm an incredible wizard, memory stuff is easy, then I'd be safe. Us would be safe. But there is, isn't there? There's a whole lot of stuff that's dangerous about the truth, about taking this further, about acknowledging what we've danced around for so long. Cupcake, please, let's just forget about this. Don't say that. Stop saying it. Stop. Me too, okay? Me too. Now stop. Why not? What do you want? I can't do that, Cupcake. I can't tell you that and risk this splintering and then losing you. I love you too much to take that chance. Yeah, I love you, Cupcake, a lot. And that's why we need to let this go. Ignore it, bury it, and... Cupcake. Cupcake, no. We can't. Cat's not going back in the bag, is it? I love you too. I love you so much. Of course, the hex is still here. No, who cares? I'm out of things to lie about anyway. I want this, I suppose. This is going to ruin us, Cupcake. Or at least it might. Are you really willing to risk that? Stupid, cheesy saying. No, I like it. Well, it's good on paper, right? And like, honesty and stuff. Okay, not the point. What I'm trying to say is, maybe this was like, not the absolute number one worst thing that could have happened. Being honest with you and myself. Oh my god, that was it? That was the thing? Learning to appreciate the curse is what breaks it? How did you get like that from reflecting a simple truth compulsion? Oh, just give me another crumpet. I'm staying over tonight. 'Cause apparently I'm supposed to, like, cherish honesty for its own sake or something. And if I'm doing that, I can start with some very honest expression of my love for you, amongst other feelings. You know which ones? Gods, you're so painfully yourself. Yeah, I love you too. Even enough to let you have the last crumpet. Maybe. Actually, no. Hey, if you made it this far, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, consider doing the YouTube things. Apparently it helps. Anyway, have a great day.